All right, I'm gonna try to put this in here, because when I push this, nothing happens. All right, so when the switch is on, I got power to here, 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 here. Got 4 bolts that have power with the switch on. That's good to know, I think. All right, when you get into the Jeep, you notice a couple things. One, whoever had it before me had a lot of fun because there's mud all under here. That being said, looks like the way you remove this light is right here. Here's the wiring. What I don't know is if the issue is the light itself or the wiring. So I'm going to take the light out and test it. Alright, I just decided to cut this out because this wiring is kind of a mess to me. I got this loose. Get this light pulled out of here and take a look at it. I got this light out and I have stripped the ends of these wires. I found a wire I had in a toolbox. This is going to be like a jumper for me. We're going to test this on the battery and see if this thing lights up. The light works, which means somewhere my wiring is jacked. Shocker. Alright, so we've discovered the light is good, which means the wiring is bad somewhere along the line. I'm not good enough to figure out what that is or how to determine how to fix it. What I did do is buy this spool of wire. My plan is to run new wiring connected to the switch, and then they'll operate on the switch. We'll try that. Now, it should be noted that I'm not a mechanic, and I'm not even good at wiring stuff. So don't necessarily take what I do as the right way. Anybody that's good at this will pick my project apart. What I'm going to do is use these. I bought this kit. Now, before I install this light, I'm going to extend this. I'm going to kind of strip this wire out and put these on there, and then we'll get this light put in. Okay, I got the light mounted on the inside. There's a bracket on here, the bolts right here to the bumper. Also make sure you tighten these, which prevents the unit from sliding forward and backwards. All right. I also bought a heat shrink kit to protect the connection. Anyone that's good at this is going to mock my work, but when you can't afford someone that's professional to do it, you got to figure it out yourself. So you make do with what you got. That's how you learn. That's how you get better. I'm using scissors because I lost my other snips. So this is amateur hour to begin with, but I think we're going to get it to work. At the end of the day, that's really what I need. Really couldn't tell you if I'm even doing this right, but it seems to be working. So now we got to find a spot to mount the negative and hook up the power. We'll be good to go. I hooked into the old ground wire of the old wiring just to see if that ground is solid. Now if my theory holds, when I hook this up to power the light, so this was constant power, if I hook this up, the light will turn on, and it does. That means we got a good ground and I don't have to find a new spot for it. Win. Ralph. My theory, by tying into the ground wire of the old wiring, was a lucky guess, and it seems that I've got good ground. So now I'm hooking in the old ground wiring to the new light, slide the heat shrink over it, and assuming this works, we're good as new. Now we just got to hook up power and test it. Let's go. Get this switch and Let's go see if we have a light. Yes. Hey, it's not professional. Some people may say it's very terrible work, but you know what? Before I started this project, I didn't have a light that worked, and now I do. So my advice, just get out there and try it. That's how you learn. This is a win. All right, got them both wired up and working on the switch, which is legit. And I like to use this, it's speaker cable cover to hide and kind of dress up the wiring. So we're going to try that. Overall, successful project.